A lot of those big, strong, naturally gifted motherfuckers are also really quick, and they think quick. You know, I mean, look, a guy like Mike Tyson, people would always talk about how, Mike Tyson wasn't bright. Mike Tyson was a fucking boxing historian, and maybe he wasn't educated, but he figured out the best style for his body. He figured out how to break a man down. He figured out how to put up a pace that other guys just couldn't deal with, and if he could just punch faster than everybody else could, that no one could fuck with him. He figured all that shit. There's an intelligence to that.
Sure.
To get excellent at anything requires an intelligence. That's what's really scary about a genetically gifted guy. Because they could easily be really smart.
Bert Sugar just touched on that same topic with Mike Tyson, and he said he is very smart. He goes, I'm not saying he's intelligent. I'm calling him smart. He's very smart. Now, I don't personally know what the distinction is that he was getting at. I think it meant, some of the bad decisions that Tyson made around town. Have you seen Tyson, by the way, the show? He's doing this new show.
I heard it's amazing.
I heard it's amazing. Do you know anything about it?
I've known nothing.
Oh, I got to tell you one story.
He gets up and tells stories.
Oh, I got to tell you one story. So let me set the scene real fast. Dana White went and saw this. Dana got invited. Him and Mike are buddies. So Dana, he's backstage. He's having a great time. All it is Mike Tyson goes out, he's got a microphone, he tells stories of his life, and they've got a production. So if he says, Don King in a story, boom, Don King's face pops up behind him on a big movie screen. So he's telling this story, and he brings up the Robin Givens era, where he's beating Robin Givens, and he's doing these horrible things to her, and he's going, listen, the one thing Robin never told anyone is that I was seeing her the whole time. The whole time we were still seeing each other. Now, he didn't use the word seen. I'm sure you can fill in the blank, but he's seen her the whole time. So he says, one morning at 1 a.m., I drive over to Robin Givens' house, my mansion that I bought her that I'm not allowed to go to, and I'm ringing the doorbell. And this isn't all that uncommon because I do this a lot, except today she doesn't come to the door. So he says, I'm walking around the house, I'm looking in the windows. About 15 minutes later, I see her pulling up the driveway in a Bentley that I bought her that I'm not allowed to drive. So she's driving my car. She's coming to my mansion. It's 1 in the morning. She gets out of the car. She brought someone home with her. So she brought a guy home to see her into my mansion in my car that I'm not allowed to be at. And when the guy gets out of the car, do you want to know who it is? And on the screen, up pops Brad Pitt. He was a waiter, and she picked him up that night. It's before he ever made it into the movies. So Brad Pitt's sitting there going, hey, man, hey, buddy, I don't really know much about this. I know who you are. We were going to watch some TV, man. And Mike Tyson says, I could kill you right now. And nobody would. And Tyson walked away. He did the right thing, got in his car, and he walked away. But how great is that story? That's a great story.
Holy shit, Brad Pitt.
And somewhere his production crew found an old picture of Brad Pitt. Some of them are out there where he's in the chicken suit somewhere in L.A. trying to make it. It was one of those old school pictures before he ever got his break. Robin brought him home to Mike Tyson's house.
Terrifying that must have been. Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, let's be cool, man.
Isn't it crazy that someone can get married to someone, just marry someone really rich for a couple of years, and you can just get fucking paid? You can just get fucking paid. If a girl can do that, a girl can meet a guy like Mike Tyson, trick him, marry him, manipulate him, rope him in, ride it for a few years, and then just reap the rewards.
Yeah, and in this era of reality TV, we all know when that's happening. It's just the guy does. Does Chris Humphrey really think he was in a real relationship? I mean, God bless him. I hate to see that he got his heart broke, but I'm watching it from my couch on a bi-weekly basis when the girlfriend's forcing me. I'm like, Chris,